Okay, so for the we're going to be starting our final projects today, basically, and this will be the start of what we use for the rest of the semester for all of our remaining assignments and projects. All right. So as we spoke about on Tuesday, again, the assessments that can be written for assessing numeracy, concepts, and application for math are very easily done, or more easily done, made by teachers. There's less of a need to rely on CVMs, CVAs, and kind of some of the other out-of-the-box curricula. Any complete out-of-the-box curriculum is still going to have those assessment items built into them because that's still what you're teaching. But they aren't necessarily what you have to rely on because, again, these are relatively easier items, concepts to create on your own. So in 2 weeks, we're going to start spending a significant amount of time looking at kind of the rules for how to write your own assessments. So the rules for writing multiple choice questions, the rules for writing short answer questions, essay questions, all of those different types of things. And with that, we're going to be talking about how to ensure that you are covering the necessary material to make sure that you've covered everything in your assessment to a degree that you are happy with. All right. So what we are going to do today, Connor, Connor, why don't you join that group back there, group 4. Okay. Lost my train of thought. Oh, well, okay. What we are going to start with today is within each group, you are going to go to the Louisiana Believes website, which is linked in the assignment, and pick a grade level that you're interested in. And these are for math standards. And 2, pick just one strand of math concept for that grade level. All right. So each of those strands should have a couple of objectives and a few standards to work with. All right. So our goal is going to be to create a summative section of an assessment for that strand that you've selected. So each group is going to have a different grade level potentially and a different strand. All right, that makes sense? Your job over the next month and a half is going to be to start today with just throwing out ideas and getting some, read through the objectives. But 2, start getting a sense of what types of questions you would begin to ask to assess concepts and application in particular, numeracy if it's applicable, not computation. All right. So we're accepting that computation is a type of assessment that's going to easily be given to us in a very valid way. We're going to be doing the rest. All right. So over the next week, as you guys are working on this, you're going to be simply putting together a question set, a set of test questions that you feel as a starting point would fully assess that strand. All right, does that make sense? Okay, you can use any format of question you want. You can do essay questions, you can do word problems, you can do multiple choice, you can do short answers, you can do whatever you want to start with to assess that strand. As we revisit this, as we talk about the what it takes to create multiple choice questions, you will, or selected response questions in general, you as a group will come back, revisit this assessment that you've created, and edit those questions. But change the wording, change the responses, change whatever you feel that you need. Same for constructed responses the week after that. So within 3 to 4 weeks from now, we should have a question set that we feel confident with to assess this that given strand. All right, sound good? Okay, that will take us to spring break. When we come back from spring break, we're going to talk about graphing and analyzing a little bit. So we'll be making up like a classroom data set that we'll put on a graph, and we'll talk about how you can analyze the questions that you did ask, and then that will culminate in an individual write-up of kind of the whole process. All right, that write-up will be your final project. Okay, so I can confidently tell you now what your final project is like, since we're definitely not going to be able to get in school this spring. Okay, does that make sense? Ish. All that matters for you for today is you and your group are going to start reading through the standards. Start pick a standard, or pick a grade level you want, pick a standard you want. And then you're going to start tearing it apart to see what concepts are encompassed in it, what concepts can be looked at from an application standpoint, from a numeracy standpoint, what types of questions you want to ask. And you can, if you're ready, if you feel ready, if you feel good about it, start jotting down some ideas for specific questions. All right. When I say I want a set of questions that you're asking for multiple choice questions, include answer choices. All right. Or fill in the blank. Put your answer bank. If you're doing an answer bank or something like that, you're going to be turning in a set of questions as would be given to your students. All right, so complete with directions, the whole thing. Okay, this assignment, the selected response assignment, the constructed response assignment are only going to be graded on completion. The feedback that I give you, you're going to be using to shape those answers towards the final project. The final project will be what's graded on how you put the whole thing together. Okay, sound good? Okay, cool. Pause this.